Good morning, friends. Today we have discussed the fertilizer control order (FCO). What the role of the FCO? FCO that means made by the Society of the Governments in the 1955. The role of the basically is the control of the ingredients or the adding of the pollutants or ingredient in the soil and the fertilizer or the issue are these are the come in the category मतलब in 1955 government of India essentially commodity acts. Okay? That means they go passed in the parliament. So the article come in the force in the 1957. The essentially regulated by the sale. Essentially the sale control in the market like the sale of price and the quality of fertilizer in the India. So the fertilizer control order the issue within the into the effect of the verify offering the party and the parties and will be adjusted by the appropriate counts. So the only control the like a seller. Some places are the increase the sell like it's liberty and the price has been but price basically are the depend on the any product not fertilizer as to anyone depend on the transportation charge like some product is like make in the Kashmir and transported in the south like Kanyakumari. So the traveling charge is very long, the transport charge is very high. So the product is increased like making products is 10 rupees, but purchasing product purchase in the marketing with the distribute matlab selling the 100 rupees. So they increase the 19 rupees because these are the 19 rupees are the transport charge. So the matlab increase the how to control by the government that's increase not more to increase some like reduce the cost like 15 or 55. So that these are the work and the second is the quality. Quality is the, like some adding materials and then decrease the quality of the products. So the government always has the such and the check the products or the create to maintain the quality of the products. So next is the history of the fertilizer production. History that means the fertilizer FCO is the history. The FCO is the history is a schedule. मतलब is the categorized into the first and second group. So the besides form of the registrations and the appendices. So the first group is like मतलब in the first schedule in the comprises the part 1 and B again divided to part first is the provide the specification. That's what is the feature of the fertilizer? Like it's the minimum nutrient content. Like when you make the fertilizer in the factories or the synthesize in the chemicals. So the minimum nutrient content. It is the moisture content next, and the range of physical parameters, factor, maximum level of impurities, and all of these. These are the character of the matlab in the specification of the first. So most is important is the nutrient content, moisture, and physical parameters and impurities. These are the matlab adding vegetable to maintain the fertilizer specification contained in the first. So next part, what is the provide the specifications like matlab list of the tolerance limit of the planters. What is the ratio? Ratio that means adding fertilizer or making the nutrient by decided by the government or increase the nutrient content. So the control by the FCOs or the orders. Because the physical parameter, the physical, some fertilizer increase the fertilizer like a hygroscopic nature. So the maintain the fertilizer the quality or the parameters, these are categorized. Next is the schedule second. Schedule second comes again into the two parts. First is the two parts and second section also. The part one is the describing the procedure and travel the simple of the fertilizer. Procedure that means how to the make the fertilizer step by step like one and the second. So the what is the matlab fertilizer is the categorized matlab one by one and the step how to the make of fertilizer in the factories. What is the adding material? Second is the part one is elaborating the detailed method of analysis of the fertilizer. Detail that means the fertilizer adding methods like first is the procedure. These are the procedure parts one and second one is the part of the adding the material. Adding is the quantity, what the temperature, what the method, so the application. So the largely possible and through the leading us. So the what is the global sales of the fertilizer manufacturing outlet we use? So first is the use of the ground bone as the fertilizer practice in the 70th centuries in the world in the England. First use is the England is the backbone. Backbone is like some dead animals are the matlab in the bone in the spread in the field. Then after they add in the fertilizer, then these are field increase the less likely increase the yields. So quickly the some the good crop yield or group crop growth as so in this field. There is some as that bone. So second is the next is the United States or USA they use the fertilizer. He started as the backbone increase the matlab as a fertilizer purpose at the 1820 5. Next is the fertilizer by the name of the sodium nitrate. Perviane guano. Pervian guano is the sodium nitrate was as the described in the German botanist the Humboldt in 1802. These are the first using the fertilizer sodium nitrate. But is the mining spending extensively used in the mainly Europe and America. These are the major source of the availability of this fertilizer mainly the Europe and America. They started in the 1845. They are majorly used. Next, they estimated with around 20 million ton in the 1814. The fertilizer consumption deposit in the that and 1875 were 2 million tons. And the left at the mining is the until which it turned in the 19th centuries. So the turning is the second half in the 19th century, both of the Permian, Guyana and Chilean. So the deposit sodium nitrates has become the known as the Europe and the America is the more than more. So next is the besides the materials are the bird guano and the ammonium salts are produced byproducts as the England in 1840. Next is the 1842 is the John Wilkes and these are the scientists and the law is the production the manufacturing of the fertilizers like the superphosphate. The first production in superphosphate in the 1942 as the making of the fertilizer industry. Second is the potassium salts. Potassium salts is the first used as a fertilizer in 1860s. So the 19th century potassium salt has become is the established in the markets. What is the history of the development of the fertilizer in the India? So India is the first fertilizer product in the 1906 in SSP, single superphosphate. The lowest content of the nutrient of the phosphate is basically the phosphatic fertilizer come in the categories. So the same year as the fertilizer mixture also comes available in the markets. Some mixtures in the category of this. Another chemical compound like ammonium sulfate and the byproduct of the steel industry and absorbing the ammonium gas and the burning during the coke coal in the sulfuric acid. What is the product? So what is the production in the 1933 by the steel industry? Second is the 1941. With the ammonium sulfate. Ammonium sulfate was produced in the main product is using the gypsum as the raw material in 1924 by the product of polymer industry. Second is the 1959 this saw the production of the ureas and the ammonium sulfate nitrate. Second is the calcium nitrate was produced in the 1961 developing the explosion upon the ammonium nitrate and the limestone. Second is the nitrophosphate group in the 1965 ammonium phosphate APL produced in the first time in 1950. 7. Another TSP again the urea ammonium phosphate and the complex fertilizer is the market in the come in the 1968. The totally is the capacity of the production of the nitrogen fertilizer and created the public and private and cooperative sectors in India. However, the India lack of the mineral deposit containing the potassium fertilizers like there is no potassium fertilizer produced in the years. The fertilizer in the Indian agriculture is also increased day by day. The role of the adding the materials increase the quantity. So the fertilizer nitrates like NPK is used in India during the 1951 were the 69 tons, and to grow the production was the ton is the 78.4 to 1965. But the green after green levels or green this is autocast seed and fertilizer regulation. So period started around this time the fertilizer uses increased rapidly is very fast. So the during the next year after 65, so fertilizer consumption is upgraded 2.9 million tons in 1975 to 76 and further tripled with the 85 million ton in the 1985 to 86. So the during 1995 to 96 the fertilizer is the role is 30.9 million tons and the 2005 to 6 and is about 20.3 million tons and the fertilizer is used during the 2010 and 11 they increased the 28.3 million tons. So the during 2009 India is the second largest consumption of the fertilizer in the nitrogen and the top country being the China is always used like production or the consumption is always more because the population is depend on the population. If the population is high, the consumption of food is the high availability as required as the fertilizer production for the requirement is the high. So the second is the phosphorus is the top country is used by the China. After third is the potassium uses and the China USA and that's the yes order. The food grain production usually increased by the 2009 to 70 to 71 to 141 million tons and 2010 to 2020 to increase the year by year the per unit area. So is the second is the also is the committee is the working the organization is the Fertilizer Association of the India is come in the 1955 registered as a company. Register as a company is the national representative body of the these are the national representative body of the fertilizer manufacturing of the India. These are public, private or joint and cooperative sectors to all as a represent. So non-profit, non-trending and organization of the factors, the manufacturing, distribution technology and the plant equipments and manufacture researcher as India to the interesting of the fertilizer. So Fertilizer Association of the India perform following functions like bridge as the fertilizer industry and the cooperative sectors are the organization. So the thank you.